Wondering how to land a career in commercial real estate but don't really know where to start? You've come to the right place. Warning, commercial real estate has a very high barrier of entry compared to residential real estate. There are just far fewer properties out there. So fewer commercial properties equals fewer opportunities. It's simply the law of supply and demand. So let's discuss some opportunities in commercial real estate. Since there are fewer commercial properties, rental rates and prices of commercial real estate tend to be higher, which translates into high margin opportunities in commercial real estate compared to residential. You don't have to be an investor to break into commercial, nor do you need a background in the industry. Lawyers, accountants, doctors, athletes, plumbers, and many other walks of life have made very successful careers in this industry. So which career path is right for you? Well, let's examine our options with a short list of commercial real estate careers: asset management, appraisal, analyst, broker, development, and property management. Now, this list is certainly not complete, but it is comprised of the most common careers in the commercial real estate field. Let's dive into what responsibilities you can expect with each job and why they would be a perfect fit for you. Asset management. An asset manager handles the day-to-day operations of a property. They are tasked with maximizing the return on investment by implementing strategies to reduce costs and increase the revenue of a property or portfolio. Managing the asset means they oversee the property managers, renovations, leasing, sale, and repositioning of the property if necessary. If you're looking for a role that places you in the captain's chair, acting as the owner and being a manager of the managers, then asset management might be for you. However, you also must be skilled in analyzing data, understanding your markets, and very knowledgeable of trends that influence these markets. Appraisal. A commercial real estate appraiser assigns values to commercial properties. Value is determined on commercial properties based on sales comparisons of similar properties, the replacement cost, and the income or potential income that a property produces. As an appraiser, the amount that an owner can lease their space for, the sale price, and the size of the loan that the owner can utilize as leverage for the property rests in your valuation. Like asset management, being a commercial appraiser requires a keen sense of the real estate market. An appraiser must also be able to analyze market trends as well as understand improvements that cause commercial properties to appreciate. Analyst. The rite of passage to almost every career in commercial real estate is becoming an analyst. As you probably guessed, an analyst is charged with researching important real estate data, which could be researching possible acquisitions and dispositions, analyzing whether a company needs to reposition, sell, or lease a property, or any other research that would be needed for a company to make real estate decisions. Should they develop? Should they invest in value add? There's any number of different means for you to take. Though the work can be tedious, you'll learn a lot about commercial real estate due to the amount of research you have to do. Hence, this job is one of the most common jobs used to get a foot in the door to another career in commercial real estate. Broker. One of the more common careers in commercial real estate is a broker. In fact, that's how I got my start. There are three types of brokers: sales, leasing, and investments. Sales brokers work with owners looking to buy and sell their properties, while leasing representation brokers negotiate leases on behalf of the landlord or tenant. As I'm sure you guessed, investment brokers help investors place capital into commercial properties. Commercial brokerage is one of the more popular fields in commercial real estate for a reason. You have a lot of freedom. Brokers typically determine how much they are paid and how hard they work based on how many listings they acquire or how many tenants they choose to represent at a given time. Development. The biggest paydays in commercial real estate are found on the development side. A developer builds property on vacant land or demolishes a building for new construction. The margins for developers are high because construction costs of commercial real estate are generally cheaper than investing in an existing property. Don't start researching Lamborghini dealerships too soon. Commercial real estate development is extremely risky. It takes a ton of expertise to buy land at the right price and factor in construction costs, building permits, architecture, etc., and still bring home a margin for yourself. But if you have the expertise, creativity, and know your market very well, commercial real estate development can be one of the most profitable and dynamic paths to take. Property management. Property managers are some of the busiest people in the commercial real estate world. They take on the responsibility of ensuring that tenants do not have issues with their space, and if they do, they are the tenant's first call to get the problem rectified. As a property manager, you will deal with a multitude of businesses, personalities, and problems on a day-to-day basis. You should expect to deal with contractors, painters, cleaning crews, and other vendors that are needed for tenants to comfortably operate out of their business in the property. If you enjoy problem solving and are proactive, this is definitely the career for you. So next steps to take. Now that you know a few opportunities that exist in commercial real estate, where should you start? The answer to this question is simple: networking. The age-old adage, it's not what you know, it's who you know, applies when you're starting out in commercial real estate, almost more so than any other industry in my experience. Do your research and figure out the names of those who are currently where you want to be in the future. If you want to learn development, find a local developer and take them out for coffee or lunch. Pick their brain. Ask them every question that you have about their field and take notes. Stay in touch with them so that if they have an entry-level opening at their company, you're the first person that comes to mind. You could also seek out internships. Get in touch with a real estate professional and tell them that you will work for them in exchange for getting experience in the field that they work in. The knowledge, connections, and experience that you gain through real estate internships, whether they're paid or unpaid, is priceless. Connecting with your local real estate professionals and taking internships are great ways to get yourself noticed in the world of commercial real estate. Take it from me. So is it too late for you to get started? No matter where you are in life or what career you currently have, it's never too late to get started in commercial real estate. Make it known that you're looking to jump into that business and connect with local professionals. Apply for internships and entry-level positions at local commercial real estate firms and work your way to your goals. Okay, so now that you know how to get into commercial real estate as a career, check out this playlist here on commercial real estate for beginners, and I'll see you there.